Okay, let's change gears a little bit. We're seeing how we can apply additional metadata to our data models. But I want to show you an additional use case that's going to be very important for data governance and frankly, for any enterprise modeling efforts. And that's going to be the ability to map model to model across your repository. Typical use case is that I have an enterprise data model, and I want to ensure that's correctly mapped to my project logical models, as well as ensuring that it's mapped correctly to my physical models. And I'll show you a very typical example. Here in my enterprise logical model, I've got a person entity. Very generalized, very applicable to a variety of situations, and in fact, I want to understand exactly that. I want to understand exactly how that generalized person entity has been deployed across my enterprise. So what I'm going to do is use a new feature in RStudio, and that's my universal mapping capability, to map my person entity to a variety of entities and tables across my data models. So here in my Explorer tree, I'm choosing what models I want to map to. I'll map to objects in my logical model. I'll add my order processing model. I'll add a physical model for variety. I'll sort those results by object name. And again, I've got a person entity. What is that going to map to? Well, it's going to map to my broker and to my client in an investment model. It's certainly going to map to customer. Notice there's 2 results per customer. Those results are coming from 2 different data models. I'll map to both of those. Person certainly maps to employee. It maps to job candidate. And it maps to salesperson as well. Once I've accomplished that mapping, we're going to leverage a very widely used and well-known feature of RStudio. And that's that I'm going to be able to reveal this information immediately through my where used analysis. And it looks like I've moved my toolbars around, so I don't see the icon for the where used window. I'll have to get that through my entity browser. But you can see that through that very easy to accomplish action, I was able to map my person entity to 2 logical models and to a physical model. And I can now see that person is mapped to customer, to employee, to job candidate, to salesperson, to broker, to client, and to a second instance of customer. So again, we're providing the capability to build that integrated enterprise information map. I can now understand the relationship between that generalized person entity and its various manifestations across the enterprise.